When Pat McAfee made the big announcement that he was moving to ESPN, the fan base was not very happy because, to be quite frank, the reason so many people watched Pat McAfee, were subscribed to his channel, religiously watched his show, was because he wasn't ESPN. He wasn't the mainstream media, and they don't want him to be shackled by some of the censorship that we know eventually, inevitably will happen at ESPN. But nevertheless, Pat McAfee tried to convince everyone nothing is going to change whatsoever, but you had to know something at ESPN would definitely change, because if Pat McAfee's going to be doing his show there, someone else has to go at ESPN, and it looks like we know who that is. Breaking: popular ESPN personality set to lose his afternoon TV spot to Pat McAfee's incoming show. Well, popular is an interesting way to put it. I don't know how popular he is, but it looks like Max Kellerman, after getting the boot from First Take with Stephen A. Smith, being moved off to a different TV show, it looks like now he is done with that show as well. Max Kellerman show, this just in, reportedly could be canceled as the Pat McAfee show moves to ESPN. ESPN expects the bump in ratings will make Pat McAfee's massive contract pay off. It's going to be interesting to see if you get the bump in ratings that you're expecting, because, again, one thing that Pat McAfee did say was that this show is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be simulcast on ESPN, the channel, ESPN Plus, and on the ESPN YouTube channel. So if it's still available on the YouTube channel, that's where Pat McAfee's primary audience is now. It's hard to believe that you'll just get this massive ratings bump on ESPN. I certainly do think it will be a bump, undoubtedly, but in terms of massive, I think a lot of the audience is going to stay exactly where they are, if they even follow Pat McAfee over there, which, if you look at the ratios on his channel, the fan base is still quite unhappy with this decision. But let's get into this. It was only a matter of time since his public divorce from Stephen A. Smith and being ousted from First Take, Max Kellerman's future at the worldwide leader has been up in the air. Now, Kellerman's afternoon show, this just in, appears to the most likely domino to fall as ESPN paves the way for the addition of the Pat McAfee show. According to Front Office Sports, Kellerman's weekly program is likely to be canceled as the network's cost-cutting measures, despite acquiring McAfee's show, continue. Quote, "But that possible change is one of many the worldwide leaders considering. As one source told Front Office Sports, ESPN's looking to trim $30 million in salary by the end of June. Those working on NFL and NBA coverage will be hardest hit, although talent outside those two sports will still be impacted." Apparently, ESPN thinks the ratings for the Pat McAfee show will make up for all these things. Again, they're paying Pat McAfee big money to come over there, too. That was the interesting thing. ESPN's cutting costs everywhere, just like the rest of Disney, because ESPN and Disney are failing as companies right now. Obviously, Disney owns ESPN, but there's bigger problems at Disney than just ESPN. ESPN is a big problem. They've been losing viewership for a long time. They're hoping, paying Pat McAfee big money to come over there, that will help save them, although a lot of people are doubtful. And again, the people that are the biggest fans of Pat McAfee are very skeptical of this decision as a whole. So are they going to tune into ESPN's cable channel and boost the ratings up? Somehow, I doubt it. I think if they do continue to watch, they'll probably just watch on ESPN's YouTube channel, but I guess that remains to be seen. One thing sounds certain, that Max Kellerman is going to be the domino to fall, that Max Kellerman is going to lose yet another job at ESPN to make room for Pat McAfee. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.